Well, the gates here at COTA open in about an hour. Some people will be arriving by car. Others will be taking the easy ride with the shuttle.
Easy ride. Yeah, the hard ride is the ride that costs a lot of money. That's easy up in the air. Air travel, the ones who want to travel in style. KXAN's Kate Whitehall's live outside of the track monitoring all of the action for us this morning. Hi, Kate.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, so far, no helicopters above us. That will certainly change. So far, just a few fans kind of trickling in at this point. The gates don't open up till 7:30 this morning. But considering that there were 58,000 fans out here on Friday, 78,000 on Saturday, the number's just expected to go up today. But you can see behind me, we are standing right near the main gates. Those are the grandstands. That's where all the action, really exciting action happens right there behind me. So this is the big lap for all the people that have that close-in spot. All of the lots out here at COTA are sold out. So if you are planning to come on out here, make sure you take the shuttle to be able to get out here. Or a lot of times I've seen some people walking through the parking lot, so I'm not really sure where they're coming from. But just keep in mind, gates open up 7:30 this morning. The first races gets underway around 9:30 this morning. And of course, we'll be out here to keep you posted as fans start to arrive, because it is going to be a busy day out here, and it is just a lovely morning at this point. And we're waiting to see all the helicopters, because I know yesterday I live over on the east side of town, and the air traffic over there was incredible, guys. So I know a lot of helicopters are up flying.
Helicopters won't be the only noise, Kate. If you are anywhere in the vicinity, inside the track, outside the track, or in the area, you will be able to hear the F1 engines roaring. I had a chance to catch up with an F1 expert about the state-of-the-art technology that goes into building the engines.
Well, Formula One teams spend millions of dollars every week and on every race fine-tuning their engines. That is where their proprietary information is. They spend millions of dollars in research and diagnostics. Well, we're back with our Formula One expert, Jim Gawinner, and he has a vintage race car with a lot of the same technology, a little bit older technology, but a lot of the similar rules apply. So let's talk about the Formula One engine, because the location is almost exactly the same as it is in your Lotus.
That's correct. And though there are a million miles of difference between a 1960, in this case 1965 race car, and today's Formula One cars, there are certain things that are still governed by the law of physics.
Right.
And one is having as much weight, the weight of the car, centered to the middle of the car. That's why this engine is located here with the driver in between. It's actually called a midship design. Formula One has the exact same arrangement of the engine in this location with the driver directly in front, all that weight in between the front and rear wheels. So that's a similarity. There's a lot. That's about it. After that, this is a smaller engine, and its production is about 180 horsepower as opposed to 700 to 800 horsepower in current F1 cars.
And you never want to run the engine cold. They always want to heat it up before they get on the track.
There's a contradiction in terms. They always want the engine to be as warm to design temperature as they can, but they also want to take in air that is cold. Colder air is denser, and with denser air they can get more gasoline. So even 50 years ago they knew this, and so this is where the air feeding the engine goes through a place on the back of the car, goes through this cold air intake and into the engine without taking the heat of the engine inside. So that's a similarity that occurs in today's cars as well too. In Formula One, you might see the scoop directly over the driver's head. That's their cold air intake.
Interesting. And this information is so secretive that each Formula One team actually has the engine covered in their garages. And you'll see crew members stand behind the cars when they're getting ready to start the race, so that other teams do not get a look at their engines.
Well, engines aren't the only thing that make them go fast. There's a lot of technology involved, and one of the other components, guys, is the tires, and they actually put heating blankets around the tires to warm them up and help them stick to the track and help them get traction. So we're going to talk to our F1 expert about the tires coming up a little bit later on. A reminder, we are going to be out here live until 9 o'clock, and then our pre-race special starts at 11 o'clock this morning. KXAN, of course, the only place to catch all the Formula One action with with our coverage beginning at 11 out here at the Circuit of the Americas, and then the race on NBC Sports at 1 o'clock.
And then you can also keep up with the F1 action all day long online at KXAN.com. If you plan not to make it out here to the track, no problem. Inside our special coverage section, you can find photos of the cars. And before the race even starts this afternoon, you can check out Formula 101, Formula 1 101. That's a guide to everything F1 that you need.
Did we miss anything?
I think we got you covered.
We got you covered from every angle.
We got every angle covered right here from the Circuit of the Americas track, but we also want to get you covered on what happened last night here around the Austin area and your forecast for this Sunday race day. And for that, we send it back into the studio with Aaron Cargile and meteorologist David Yeomans.
Thanks a lot, Mark. And David says we could break a record today.
You know, I think it's not only a possibility, but probably a likelihood now. Very, very hot this afternoon. Let's take a quick look at your forecast. We are starting out much above average. We've got some gray skies out there right now, but mostly sunny this afternoon with a record high temperature of 88 degrees.
And a beautiful day for race day. As we take it over to your roads, they're looking good as well. You definitely need the AC on if you're heading out to Dakota. We'll see you back here in just a few.